Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacy and I'm so happy to see you here today. If you are new to my channel, I am a weeb, I am a nerd, I am a Twitch streamer, I am a cat mom, I am a world traveler, and I love learning new things. And so today we are going to be continuing our Sabaton journey and we are going to be reacting to the song called 1916. So I've reacted to a couple Sabaton songs already and I've really enjoyed them. Again, I really love the history that Sabaton is bringing into their music. It just makes me so happy. I'm a huge history buff. I've said this before in previous videos. So watching them perform or sing about history was really cool, especially the Western Front in my previous video. I really enjoyed that so much. So I'm really excited to dive into some more Sabaton and see what they're going to talk about today. So just a little disclaimer before we begin, I am not a musically savvy person, so if I say something that is musically incorrect, please be sure to correct me in the comments, but also please be nice. I'm just learning about music all the time, and I love your guys' comments and you guys teach me so much. Also, a little disclaimer before we begin, guys, the scammers are ruthless right now. So if you guys see any Telegram, contact me on Telegram, or you want to give away sort of comments by me. They're not me. They are fake accounts. Please report them to YouTube and I hope they get taken care of soon. They've been absolutely ruthless and I have definitely felt the need to say something in my videos. I've gotten multiple emails about people getting scammed and I really feel bad. So please, if you guys see any accounts that are posing as me telling you to have a conversation on Telegram, please ignore it or please report it. I'm so sorry. They're so persistent. I don't want anyone to be scammed. So please be safe out there. So let's get started with the reaction.
Years old when I went to the war to fight for a land fit for heroes. God on my side and a gun in my hand, chasing my days down to zero. And I marched and I fought and I bled and I died, and I never did get any older. But I knew at the time that a year in the line was a long enough life for a soldier. And we added 2 years to our ages, eager for life and ahead of the game, ready for history's pages. And we brawled and we fought and we fought till we stood 10,000 shoulder to shoulder. Our thirst for the run, we were food for the gun, and that's what you are when you're soldiers.
Wow. So just a moment of thoughts. Wow. Okay. That guitar solo brought tears to my eyes. I believe Sabaton is relaying the message that war has been going on forever and so many soldiers have very similar stories, whether they are American or whether they're European or whether they're from the Middle East or even Asia. Like, you see soldiers being displayed from everywhere, from all around the world, and they have very similar stories. And I believe this song is just, it kind of sounds like a personal account of being a soldier, or talking about the life of a soldier being in war. War has just, it just keeps going. It never ends, does it? We've been at war for centuries and centuries. It's just crazy how, how much conflict has been going on. And Sabaton is so good at portraying that in their music videos and their songs. It makes you emotional. It really does. I have family in military. My sister's husband was a Marine. My brother's wife's brother is in the Navy, currently deployed. And I had a grandpa who was in the Navy in World War II. So yeah, man, military and that sort of soldier life definitely can hit home for so many people. We all know someone in the military, whether you're in the US or in some other country. I feel like we all know someone who has served or will be serving or is currently serving. So yeah, let's keep going. See Roman soldiers.
My friend cried, and he sank to his knees, coughing blood as he screamed for his mother. And I fell by his side, and that's how we died, clinging like kids to each other. And I lay in the mud, and the guts and the blood, and I wept as his body grew colder. And I called for my mother, and she never came, though it wasn't my fault, and I wasn't to blame. And the day's not half over, the 10,000 slain, and now there's nobody remembers our name. And that's how it is for a soldier.
it's cool they show some of the band members from Motorhead. That was nice that they included a little tidbit about what the song was about at the end there, with the haunting visual of the soldier at the end and the cello playing. You know, Sabaton is so good at putting history in their music. It's such a wonderful thing. I think it's wonderful that they are teaching people about these events that happened in the world, tragic as they are. They should not be forgotten. They should always be remembered, so we don't make the same mistakes in the future that we made in the past. Or hopefully we do learn from these wars, and hopefully there have been some peace to come from these wars in modern times. It's always so sad to think about the lives that have been lost, countless lives from the wars of the past. You know, you see Roman soldiers in there. I mean, yeah, war was going on all the way back then, and even before then. War has always been a thing in history. There will always be war, unfortunately, modern times and in the future. And it's unfortunate. And I'm glad that Sabaton is making videos and music like this, so people don't forget that this is a vicious cycle and we have to do our best to prevent it from happening again, such as that 1916 event. 57,000 men killed, a whole generation, 19,000 wiped out in 3 hours. That is just tragic. So thank you, Sabaton, for making videos like this and making us think, making us remember these people who went to war, whether if it was for good reasons or bad, all in the same. There is such a heaviness behind Sabaton's music, heaviness in the instrumentals, of course, and the music itself, but just a heaviness behind the meaning behind it. They really go into some heartbreaking topics of history, especially war. They really are diving deep into war. And I mean, I think it is important and relevant to talk about. Dio is having war with his little scratcher behind us. Hold on. Okay, he's happy again, I think. I think we all need a break to watch my cat scratch his little scratching post. This is just a beautiful tribute to soldiers everywhere. But it wasn't glorifying war at the same time. I love that. It wasn't promoting war in a good light, if that's even possible. But it was just a beautiful tribute to soldiers everywhere. And like I said, I feel like we all know someone who is serving or has served or will be serving. It's not easy. It's not easy knowing if, your loved one will be coming back from war, if they are safe, if this is the last time you'll see them. War is an ugly thing, and they tap on that so well. It's nothing to glorify. It's nothing to like, really. The second half of the song is really interesting with the cello playing. It's really haunting and beautiful. Just a beautiful sound to go with such a powerful song with such a powerful message behind it. I believe it was the most perfect way you could end this sort of song and message. It's an instrument that makes you think. It's an instrument that puts you in deep thought and also pulls at your heartstrings. I believe it was the cello. It was just, God, it was beautiful. I love those sorts of instruments, just absolutely gorgeous. It was played beautifully. And I love that they paired it with the information at the end. Sabaton really, really just laying it all out there, telling us what this song is about and what happened. I've never heard of this event, and I'm so happy Sabaton told me about it or taught me about it. I did not know this happened, and I'm glad that I do know. It's just another reminder of the tragedies of war, and I'm just glad that they're putting something like this out into the world, and they're making history, maybe history that's not even well known, out into the world for people to learn. So I can always appreciate that. Always. We all know that war is not great. It's not fun. I don't think anyone likes war, and that it's absolutely heartbreaking and tragic. But I think this song absolutely describes it so well. I think it's sung to perfection, and I think the music video displays that very well too. It just shows how heartbreaking and painful and sometimes lonely it can be for some soldiers. There were a lot of amazing visuals in this music video, along with the soldiers. You see the civilians walking beside the soldiers as well, and then at the end you see the soldiers walking even further and just disappearing into the mist and probably never to be seen again. It's a lot to think about, right? It's a lot to think about. It's just sad to think so many people lost their lives really senselessly to so many different wars throughout the centuries. What I also really love is that Sabaton is displaying the message that it doesn't matter where we come from, it doesn't matter what we look like, it doesn't matter what language we talk or what religions we believe in or our sexuality, our background, education, anything. It doesn't matter. We're all humans, regardless of all of that stuff. And honestly, what we believe in and what we look like is just it seems so minuscule when you compare it to the tragedies that is war and things that come from war. And I think it also displays how similar everyone is, how similar these soldiers are that come from various backgrounds and places, how they go through the same walks of life because they are soldiers. They do experience very similar things, and there's a uniting factor behind that. It's a beautiful thing to witness. Sabaton really displayed that for me. I got that message from watching this video. I could tell that they were trying to show that, hey man, it really doesn't matter where you come from, what language you speak, what you do, what you did in the past, what you believe in. What matters is here and now, and what matters is that we are all human, and under that we should be united, and we should unite. Sometimes we get lost in all those other details, but at the end of the day, we all bleed, we all die, and it's emotional and raw, but it is something that needs to be said. I think Sabaton does a great job reminding us to take a look at our past and try to learn and see how terrible it has been, or it was, at the cost of war. It's just the cost of life is too much, and it's putting those differences aside that sometimes cause war is what's best. It's what's best for the future, and in the present, it's what's best for future generations. It's what's best to prevent something like this from happening. Again, you guys can give your thoughts as well in the Discord or in the comments. I believe Sabaton's videos are always up for interpretation and discussion. But to me, ultimately, I just feel like they are just trying to say we need to unite despite our differences that may even cause wars. We need to unite, and we need to remember what has happened in the past from tragic wars and why it's best not to repeat those again. It's time to learn from the mistakes of the past, and we need to avoid the costs that come with war. We need to avoid putting soldiers in these positions. No one should have to be in these positions. You know, they sung about what it's like to be a soldier, and it just makes me so sad and emotional. So I want to thank anybody who has served in the military or is currently serving. Thank you guys so much for your service. Seriously, this video really puts it in perspective, doesn't it? And before I end the video, I just want to say one more thing. The strength of the music is amazing. I love the music. I love the instrumentals. Everything about it, the composition is beautiful. And I guess it is a cover. Sabaton didn't write this song, it appears. So I do want to have a listen to the original, but it is a wonderful song. Such a powerful song. Makes you really put things in perspective and be thankful and appreciative. So with that, I think I will end the video here. Thank you guys again so much for watching. If you guys are interested in some of my other content, please be sure to check out the links in the description box. If you guys are interested in my Twitch, please be sure to check me out at twitch.tv/StacyRPG, where you can see moments like this. Pass the Waka's right there. Okay, we're gonna fucking shoot as soon as we get the ball. We get a little bit closer. Come on, don't fumble. Oh my god! Why does he fumble so hard? Oh my god! The link to my Twitch is also in the description box. If you guys are interested in telling me what songs I should react to next, please be sure to sound off in the comments or join the Discord. I would love to have you in the Discord. And one big, huge shout out to my patrons. Thank you, patrons, for your contributions to my channel and your support and generosity. It seriously means the world to me. Thank you guys so much. You guys are helping me get one step closer to quitting my full-time desk job and hopefully pursuing content creation full-time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And if you did, please be sure to like the video or subscribe to the channel. It really helps growing content creators like me. So without further ado, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you in the next reaction. Take care.